Oh, you're cutting out. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, it's nice. Oh my god, what are these win rates, dude? My god. So how long have you been playing?
Oh, you keep cutting out. It's really weird.
Really?
Yeah, might be my end. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. So I started playing in season 5. My laptop, like the first week of uni.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't end up playing for like 3 or 4 months after that, but I probably played like 500-600 games. Like season 5, I played mid and support, and then I stopped playing at the end of season 5. I didn't actually start playing League again until I saw, funnily enough, it was like the counterplay video. So like, say you're playing Kai'Sa, Jarvan ults you, your counterplay is like get a plasma
Ah,
stack
that
LTL.
one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like stopwatch as soon as Vanguard comes out of stealth. Piqued my interest, so I made this account in like November because it's been like 4 years since I played and I couldn't remember the login to the original account.
Oh my god, that's so
And
funny.
I used a temp email as well because I was like, I'm not going to play this game that much
Oh my god.
at times. But yeah, I think my strength is that I tend to pick up new concepts kind of fast, and I make a point of watching better than me. So all those Ezreal ideas like don't Ian unless it's free and all that, I sort of pick that up pretty fast and watching videos when I'm in queue. It's been going all right. So my champ pool is just Ezreal, Sivir, and Jinx. I don't play
Okay.
the other champions.
Cool. Which of these videos do you want to start with?
Can we do the Gold 2 promos one? Because I literally just played that an hour ago. Actually,
Here. Oh.
the video is fine. It's just you're really fuzzy. See if I.
Oh. Fuzzy as in like the image? Or the voice?
The voice is fine. Yeah. It's just the image. Really
Oh,
weird.
the image? Yeah, dude, Discord is like, I don't know what's going on with the quality now.
That's fine. I watch along with you. I've got the video. So.
Okay. And let us fast forward. Let's go to the laning phase. How's laning usually? You think?
So another one of my vids. So my plan was we could do one Ezreal, one Jinx, and one Sivir,
Mm-hmm.
and if there's time, we can go over the laning phase. But versus Lulu and Yuumi, I have a really tough time as Ezreal. I'm just like kind of.
Oh, is it Vayne and Lulu?
And there's another game where I'm against the Yuumi.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Ezreal's definitely far and away my best champion.
Seems like it with the the win rate is in the games played is pretty crazy.
It's
So
funny you mentioned that. Like, this is my promos, so I'm like uber tryharding because I failed my go-to promos twice already. So this is my like third try, and luckily I managed to win it. But yeah,
promos are a scam, so don't worry if you lose.
yeah, true that.
Actually a scam. Okay. Everything is great so far, right? Just poking you, just easy trades on their face. Very nice. Keep going. Let's keep going. I think we're gonna fast forward. We're gonna breeze through the laning phase if you think there are no problems. So far, it seems like there are no real problems, right? We can talk a little bit about this actually. What's the are you intending to TP soon?
No, it's more the fact that I tend to struggle into Lulu matchups. Like I feel quite out of my depth. TP so I can get Tia or Sheen early, and then
Well, I'm just asking because you seem to be using a lot of mana even though you have no mana, right? So I was just wondering, maybe you could hold off on using your Qs here because there's a lot of times where we're going for kind of like poke shots, like low percentage shots, which can be fine if you're full mana. But if you have no mana, maybe it's gonna limit your ability to fight with like maybe W auto tech trade, right? Or maybe some kind of all in. Or in this case, why is not having mana a problem?
because we're so far on the tower or close to our tower, so there's not.
Well, why is not having any mana a problem?
It is a problem
Yeah,
because
is a
I won't
problem.
be able to. I won't be able to trade as strongly because
Well, this specifically here. What's the most important ability for Ezreal? Yeah, so
no shit.
yeah, no mana, right? So you actually might have to burn flash if they ignite you, right? So actually you do burn flash. So you see how like that ends up becoming a problem on Ezreal is if you go below half mana, that's probably a good indicator to start being conservative with abilities, right? Especially with Q poke, right? The Q poke you're looking for is legit guaranteed, otherwise you're wasting mana, right? So, and also you're queuing minions too. You probably don't want to queue minions if you have no mana. So definitely something I noticed. But if you were gonna base anyways, that's why I asked if you're gonna base. I was like, oh, if you're gonna base anyways, you don't care. You're just gonna use all your mana and then base, right?
No. I didn't plan that far ahead. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'll bear that in mind.
So yeah, below half mana is always a good rule of thumb. You want to start saving mana, right? Okay, and then coming back to slow push. Sure. We got the revenge kill on Janna, totally fine. Revenge kill was good. Let's keep going. Yeah, so far it's just a mana thing. Oh, okay, let's watch this. What's going on here? I like the Sheen start though. Definitely
just
more
impact. An awkward amount of gold and just yeah.
Okay, hold up. Back it up.
Sorry about the
We're always out of mana.
Yeah, no true. Sorry if my like responses are a bit delayed because literally Discord is like 5 pixels right now, so I'm happy to watch your stream.
Oh my god, really? Okay, if I update, do you think that'll help? It'll take like 10 seconds, I think.
No, I don't mind.
Okay, let's try it. Alright. I think Discord is having some screen sharing issues. It used to be perfect, but for the last like month or 2 months, it's been kind of strange. Okay, let's see if this helps. I don't know why Discord has issues now, but it does. So you want to try 1080p?
Yeah, let's give it a go. Why not?
Okay. Here we go. Boom.
Oh, it's much better. Infinitely better. Okay.
Yeah, nice. I don't know what's going on, but this is better, right? Okay, good. Yeah. Can you watch it along?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, good. All right, so let's take a look at this. All right. So here's a rule of thumb: when below half mana, start being conservative, right? How much mana do we need ideally?
Enough for a full combo, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So if you don't have enough for a full combo, you got a problem. So that's where the half mana mark comes from. Is not enough for a full combo. All right, let's take a look at this. This is some kind of fighting going on.
Definitely ulti way too early.
Well, I mean, you hit both of them, so but you could have debated. You're right. I don't think there are any big changes needed there. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of also free time to ult.
Yeah, I don't think that's fine. This is what I'm concerned about right here. What part am I concerned about?
I'm using Q on the wave again.
You're using Q on the wave, right? So if you have tier, no problem. If you have no tier, you have no mana, this is a problem, right? You literally can't fight if you have no mana. So yeah, I would be very concerned if I were you, legit not having any mana to fight with. So you want to be very careful about mana consumption, right? If you want to push, how do you do it?
Just spam auto, I guess.
Yeah, spam auto. Okay, spam auto. So like here, we're actually running very dangerously close to low, right? Or to not enough for full combo. So it might be something you want to take a look at. All right. And, oh my God, mana potion! Holy shit! You knew you were gonna get a mana potion. That's why you're using mana, right? Okay, this is about to be really awkward. Oh, you should kill this guy. Oh, never mind. I lied. Can't kill that guy. All right, this is awkward. But do you think it was your fault?
Not
really, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So you're totally fine here. I think Janna just ran it down. No problem. Oh, fat ulti. Ah! What do you think I would say about that?
Daddy Jarvan comes in. I do it. Maybe I just sort of brushed the edge of Twitch vision. My idea was to ult out of vision.
Okay, that's pretty good. Ulting out of vision is really good, but I think you can see it, right? But what could go wrong here? Like if you need to save ulti, why would you need to save ulti? In what cases? In case they have what?
In case they have
yes, exactly. In case they flash, right? Because here it was perfect if they don't have flash, because they can't get out of it, right? But if they flash a Jarvan, the Jarvan EQ combo, you might need it to run them down, right? You need to help Jarvan run them down.
agree.
So just Ezreal
Mana,
things.
mana
for sure.
usage is monk ass.
Yeah, that might be something to look at. All right, is you're having mana problems, and you did have mana problems because you had to use flash instead of E. Feels bad, but okay. In the grand scheme of things, apparently not that bad, right? There are no major disasters, so nothing crazy. Oh my god, you TP top?
Yeah, I really wasn't sure about
Holy.
this. But oh, my Vlad's AFK, that's why. So I'm in full panic mode. He left the game like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, what the hell? Okay, well, you know what? You get 2 kills. This could be pretty good, actually. Q flash, right? Oh my god. You didn't go for it. E flash. No, it's okay. You don't have to. Well, you got the okay, we can talk about this. Okay, so let's say we TP top. Usually this is not really a thing, right? Let's say you see like a free kill, guaranteed. What do you do after you kill this guy?
Push it out in base.
Yes. Why do you need to base here?
Otherwise, Vayne and Ludo get played spot, I guess.
Right. And what are you getting here if you stay?
Like half of a plate, maybe.
You're getting half a plate. What happens if you base? What do you get if you base and go bot?
I get a wave, and maybe we can scrap and fight them or something.
Yeah, exactly. So even half a wave is better than a play here because it gives you XP, right? So you need to not share with Darius the instant you guys are done with this. So you need to go home quick. So okay. I think you might have lost stuff, but just good to know,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, agreed.
Always kind of like, what are you getting here? It's always like, getting plates is good, right? Getting plates top is good. Could you get something better? And going by is probably definitely better, right? Oh my god, this Jarvan is hard carrying. Let's go.
Oh, that triple kill is better.
Yeah, okay, back to laning as usual. Let's take a look at this. This is where the more complex stuff happens, right? Oh wow, very nice EQ. Very nice. And you backed off. That was very clean, dude. We can see why your Ezreal's high win rate, huh? And the ulti from out of vision. That was a nice try. It was a cheeky try, but okay. I think it's fine to go for that, right? Unless you think you should save it. What do you think?
No, I think definitely use it.
Yeah, I think it's fine, right? You want to increase the chances of this hitting? What do you do? So let's back it up here. You want to increase the chances of you hitting this ulti? What do you do?
Like go over to where the cone is and E, and then like try and get vision of them from try.
Okay, you could. I think it's a more elegant solution though. It's very common on Ezreal.
A flash? No, that's retarded. No idea. I'm lost.
Think about the angle at which you're shooting this.
Walk into river maybe, or walk into the bush.
Walk into the bush, right? What's the difference between this kind of angle versus this kind of angle, right?
She's in lane. I see you more angles to her from.
Yeah, so we're at like a diagonal here. So the bush is the classic, right? You shoot it straight from the bush. It's pretty fucking hard to miss, right? You got it covers everything from this tower to the left, right? It's pretty crazy. So, but this one, it's like you have to pinpoint which spot she's in, right?
Yeah.
You see how this works? Yeah. So that's a classic. Sit in the bush and fire it, right? That's gonna increase your chance of hitting those. So definitely a good idea though. I think they're low. I think if you hit Lulu or Vayne, you're gonna have a good time. Yeah, definitely worth the shot.
Okay.
But you would definitely want to increase your chances of hitting it. So and then Jarvan's just doing Jarvan things, right? Here we can try and help.
I'm like a bit 50-50 as once I cross past the tower, I'm instantly very nervous. So he ends up hitting an EQ and I go, but
very nice.
Worried about getting cut off.
So like you're afraid of getting cut off by their mid laner, right?
Yeah.
So where's their mid laner?
He's dead.
What about their top lane TP? What do you think?
I think I saw him use it actually.
Okay, we're good. Perfect, right? So you're right. You should be careful about going past the tower, right? So it's a question of who is coming, and is that a problem, right? So let's say enemy mid laner is dead. Obviously not a problem. What if it's Aurelion Sol?
He's there in like 2 seconds. I guess always care.
Yeah, could be a problem. What if it's Katarina?
Fucking run for the hills.
You guys are losing the game, right? So it's based off the situation, right? So if you're like, hey, how do I know if I should go past the tower? You could have this kind of habit to check what could happen if you go past the tower and say you're okay or not, right? So like I said, I was like, oh, I asked if Alawi had TP and you instantly said she doesn't have it. So it's like, oh, okay, we're good, right? And their millionaire is dead, so there's no problem here, right? You see how that works, right? So usually that's not gonna happen every game though.
Here my Johnny gets really annoyed with me. I remember. I wasn't sure.
Really?
I was like, do I want to get crab or do I want to help?
Yeah, you want to help this? You want to help kill this guy? Oh, okay. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, let's talk about this because this is Ezreal specific stuff, right? So if we're trying to kill this guy, but he can still get away, what do we kind of do that doesn't make sense here?
Oh, I'm a monkey. I don't know why I used E. I just
yeah, don't use E, right? That's a golden rule of Ezreal is if you can save it, you definitely save it, right? So he's just walking away here, and you also ulted.
I say at the beginning that I'm good at that, and then I don't do it. Okay, all right, noted.
Right. So definitely, probably not a major problem. I mean, it's better than eating in and dying, right? So it's not like the classic Ezreal problem. That was more of like, I guess you're trying to kill him or something, but you definitely didn't have enough damage. So, oh, okay, we ulted something here. This is interesting. Oh, maybe you can hit Ezreal here. I mean, Twitch here. Oh my god, you actually hit him. Very nice. I think you hit him. Yep, you got an assist. Good. That was a clean angle. Look at this. This is what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Right. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier, right? Down the line where there's no perpendicular parts, right? Just straight up in this straight line that he's walking up and down, right? That's really good. Very nice. Yeah, you can definitely do it. Now it's just a matter of can you do it? Can you kind of manufacture it artificially, right?
I'd love to say I was like thinking of that, but it was more the fact I thought Java would just EQ and it would like time it.
Okay. Well, I mean that's that kind of works too, I guess. Something instinctively told you that was going to be a good ult, right? What the hell? Interesting. Okay, sure. We push this out. If you think you can get away with the siege, that's fine. Oh, let's watch this. Okay, going for it, but this could be a little Monka S. I think we can get away with this. Diana heal is actually crazy, huh? Okay, very nice. Fast forward, you're doing all the camps. Wow, making a lot of money. This is great. Wow, not even basing, dude. Hell yeah. Let's go kill everything.
I wrote down some notes for this game. So I remember at some point I do a blue buff, and I think it's here. Team just all die. And luckily we don't get punished for it because I think Twitch is dead and they can't Nash. Something I made a note of it, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, and then doing dragon here, sure. And then we're gonna come help this fight. This is 5v4 unless Cassidy shows up. This is very good. Good. Don't want to walk into Alawi though. That's kind of spooky. Oh, we definitely want to take this slow, right? Monka S. We got pulled by the Alawi spirit. Okay, we're all dying here if we're not careful. Oh my god, we're still going. We popped the Rift Herald. This is pretty spooky, guys. Okay. Sure, we'll say that was fine, right? Oh wow. Okay, that was a feels bad. That was a feels bad moment. But it's okay if you get away. Can't dodge everything, right? Okay, we're out. Oh, we're not out. Oh no. You need to run, my dude. Okay, what do you think about all this?
I think I'm posturing when I shouldn't be.
Why shouldn't you be?
I remember I can kite Alawi, I think, but I don't think I can kite Vayne and Alawi.
So what's the problem? Is there a problem here, and what is it, if there is? There doesn't necessarily have to be a problem, right? I guess by problem, I mean like major thing you want to change in your gameplay habits.
Like I know I'm fairly confident in his damage, but Vayne could have easily
like here, right?
Yeah, it's just overstay.
So why is it an overstay?
Numbers, because Vlad's cut off, and
well, Vlad's kind of in here, right? He counts as a person. If anyone doesn't count as a person, who is it?
Of mana Janna.
Yeah, this guy doesn't count as a person, right? I mean, maybe he could be like a shield, I guess. I don't know, meat shield. So here's. Sorry, you go.
I don't know why. No, I feel relatively safe. I don't know why.
I don't know why either, right? What are you trying to do here?
I guess bait them into a tower dive or something, or maybe a Vlad flank.
And Vlad just like dies though, right?
Yeah. So I guess I kind of. I'm not sure. The mini game where you can hit Qs and run back.
Let's back it up. So like here's like a question. Like what's the like next step, I guess? Let's say this team fight's pretty much over, right? Unless you're trying to go back in, which is you tried to go back in but then you got hit. So what's like the next step for us? What do you think?
Reset, get Nash Vision or something.
Yeah, you could do that, right? That's an option. What else?
I feel like going to a bush and sort of see if they overextend or something.
Right, we can do that too, right? This is a little dangerous though, because you had no health to do this, so that's kind of awkward. But that's definitely something you can do. And let's say you want to stop them from getting the tower. What else can we do?
Just walk behind the tower and fire Qs, walking back.
Yeah, we can just clear the way, right? So it's like based on what you want to do, go do that thing. Right? What do you think is the best out of all of these options? Go do that thing, right? So I don't know what you're trying to do here because, you know, if you're trying to poke,
they're gonna run. I feel like they're gonna like just keep running at us. I don't know why. I'm wrong though, obviously.
Right, it was like, what was the purpose? Like, oh, if you wanted to poke them, you wouldn't have probably walked up to hit her, right? I think you like walked up here, which is kind of spooky because she's actually just gonna straight kill you, right? So I can't believe she missed. Holy, that was nuts. Or Vayne didn't have Cutlass or Blade the Drink King or Flash or heal, right? So there's a lot of things that can go wrong, right? So definitely something to be scared about. But yeah, I don't know. I think unless it's like a recurring problem, we're not gonna worry about it too much. If it's a recurring problem, maybe we'll take a look, right? Okay, what happened here? Hold up.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I'm getting a crab, not blue.
Okay.
I think Jarvan just sees blood and.
Okay, let's talk about this. This is probably good to talk about. What do you think is there a problem here? And if so, what is it?
I literally type that I'm doing the crab or that we should get Scuttle, and I buy a pink exclusively because Nash is up. My Jarvan just ignores all of that and goes. So I don't know if I can stop him.
So you think this Jarvan play is bad?
If he's on his own, yeah, absolutely. He's just gonna get polymorphed. He's gonna get condemned into his own ult. Like he's just dead.
So what do you think?
I'm there, and Janna's like literally right next to him. Then maybe it's good.
Well, what if you guys are on the way here?
I don't know if he can buy enough time. Maybe. I mean, he's level 14. I'm not sure.
So here's like a good rule of thumb. Okay, so if you're within one lane's distance, so like here to here, can you see these marks on the map? We'll call this one lane's distance. You're close enough to get to the fight on average, right? And average is like no one's getting one shot here. So in this case, are we within one lane's distance of this fight?
Definitely.
Again?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, I would say so, right? And if you look at Vlad, is he within one lane's distance?
I'm cutting out because I think.
I think you're cutting out too. I think it's like the connection or something. So yeah, Vlad's here too, right? So you know what happens if everyone goes to this fight? What do you think? Who wins?
Us hard because Alawi's top.
Exactly. So that's why he's like, oh, you know, in actuality, you know, maybe we should ditch the scuttle and come to this, right? What's another way to speed up what's another way to get here fast?
Can TP somewhere.
Yeah, you can TP, right? On his flag. Or you can TP to a minion, right? minion would
Okay.
be pretty good. But you know, you guys are within one lane's distance, right? And you see Vlad is using his full combo here, right? And Janna was in the pit, but she's like almost here essentially, right? So
Yeah.
I think you guys could have definitely taken that. So that's something to take a look at.
Okay.
Is you know, if you're within one lane's distance, and if you go, the numbers will be in your favor or even. You should probably go, right? That's like your chance to change the game essentially. But let's say he's going in, and if you show up, it's still going to be 4v5. Should you go?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. Then he's just inting, right? But in this case, we actually have the numbers advantage here, so we should definitely be on the way, I think. So
Okay,
this is
cool.
like a good thing to know. One lane's distance roll. Oh my god! What? Let's watch this again.
It's Gunblade, that's why.
Oh my god, dude! You didn't even hit him with Q. What the fuck? That was disgusting, dude.
Poor guy.
Wow.
We've all been there though. When the Ezreal nil.
Jesus.
Oh, that was one thing. I end up going. So I go AP here just purely
Hmm?
because I have a Fed Jarvan, but they have like a Cassidin, and I was wondering whether that's like the right thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think AP is generally considered very strong, right? Unless you prefer
Normally
the
don't go.
Blade the Drinking build, AP is pretty good, to be honest. There aren't really any too many downsides to AP. I mean, look at the damage you're doing, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, what are pros and cons to AP versus AD? Yeah, like burst damage versus like Blade the Drinking damage, right? Maybe like sustain ideas. So, I mean, hey, are you doing the burst damage that you want to? Clearly, you're one-shotting this Twitch, so yeah, I would say it's totally fine, right? Totally fine, totally fine. The only thing to watch out for is like you're all magic damage or you're all physical damage, right? Oh, this is interesting. What is going on here?
Chaos.
Okay, and Alawi is running it down. I don't know what she's doing, but she can't stop the Baron. So he almost did he like not have smite? Oh, he had smite.
It's
I think.
Alawi. It's Alawi. It's not the jungle.
Christ. Wait, Alawi's the jungle? Is that what you said?
No, it's not the jungle.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I was like, what? There's no way, right? Okay, good. So, like, in terms of PvP interaction, I think the PvP has been really good so far. What do you think?
Yeah, I didn't feel that panicky at all. I felt pretty in control, but just I don't know. The Jarvan thing, I was just kind of there's something inside me that rebels very strongly against running all the way past the enemy T2 vision anywhere, even
Well,
though
it's
Alawi was
very,
top.
you know, so it's very much like a that's actually good because a lot of players there will be certain things that won't click with them, right? For example, I did this exact same thing with me, right? So the question is it never good to run past the tower? And the answer is obviously not, right? There's always going to be exceptions. So it's like, oh, how can we learn those exceptions, right? And some of the things we covered today was like, oh, you check their mid and top to see if they can come, right? And they couldn't. So we had even numbers or mana advantage so we can go, right? You see how that works? But then like sometimes it's bad, right? Because their mid has priority or their mid is coming or the top's going to TP and kill everyone, right? And in those cases, you should not run past the tower. So you always want to ask yourself, in what cases does this make sense? Like the whole Jarvan thing, right? You're like, oh, I was doing scuttle and Jarvan shouldn't be fighting because I wanted to scuttle. So in what cases where he engages like that, is it good? And then, you know, you should come up with some ideas about that, right? So come up with some kind of theory, right? That's a really good game. I think if you play like that, you're just 90% win rate, which is what's going on here, right? So what's another game?
Can we do the Sivir one? Because this is like completely the opposite. I'm just completely like not in control of the lane. I should preface this by saying, like I had all the classics in the 3 games before this. So I shouldn't have even queued up. I was really tilted. I had like people running down, AFK, like hard flame. Anyway,
feels bad.
This is I just watched your Pike video. You know, where you had the support that was just kind of not very useful, shall we say?
And your Morgana is missing binding, so you can't do anything. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm just after about 2 minutes, I go into full like lockdown mode. I missed those
this gank is awful. Okay, good. I thought he was gonna run it down.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you don't have to interact.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, you go. I was interrupting.
It's really delayed. No, I basically just assumed that she's not gonna hit a bind, so I just go into full damage control, and I don't feel very useful.
Just get as much farm as you can, right? You're happy just maximizing your income here as Saber.
Okay.
Just Omega scaling, right? And if Draven doesn't kill anyone, we're really happy. So if there's anything to look at, it's how are you missing CS in the laning phase, but it probably won't end up making a difference as long as some kind of gank happens. As long as someone dies, the CS, don't worry about it. If you want to work on CS, how do you do it?
Just practice tool and play more.
Yeah, exactly. Practice tool. So we can talk about this. This is interesting. What do you think?
Again, did she just hit 6 off that wave?
She was they've been 6.
Okay, they've been 6. Then yeah, I'm just straight up walking into a Draven with. I walk back into him. That's the problem.
What's the plan here? Is the question.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe like hoping for a Morgbind or something, kind of baiting and then running out. But I'm out of mana, so.
Yeah. So how do you kill someone as Saber?
With no mana.
Sorry, I think you cut out.
I can't with no mana. Usually.
Oh yeah, you can't with no mana, right? So it's like, oh okay, I don't know what we're trying to do here. So is this similar to what we saw earlier?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when we're playing Ezreal, we're having the same idea. We have no health, no mana. I'm not sure what we're trying to do, but we're trying to do something, right? So you kind of maybe have a clear idea. If like an indicator that you might be trying to do something that might go wrong is you have no health, right? So kind of double check to figure out what you're trying to do here. Otherwise, you might have a problem. Oh, you didn't get the BF sword. Is this before the essence change? Oh, I didn't get the BF sword.
I think I'm just tilted. That's literally it. I'm just like, oh, let me just buy this fucking thing. Get out, get out.
Awkward. All right. Well, yeah, BF sword is probably the way to go, right?
What about executioners?
Against Yumi, I've tried it. It's like not
Draven,
bad.
maybe.
Oh, Draven. Oh yeah, if he has like Bloodthirster or some shit, you could totally go for it. But that's like if you have no ignite, right?
Okay.
Let's say you have ignite coming back into lane, you probably don't need the executioners, right?
Fine.
Yeah, it feels bad, dude. You can like Q him, but it's not gonna matter. Okay, so this is the same thing, right?
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, why do I do this?
So we can talk about this. Let's talk about the laning phase for a second here. What is the matchup here? You think?
Poke, catch into sort of just all in poke.
And
we hard lose trades.
Right. So what happens? So you went for the poke here because he caught someone, right? And then that's it, right? Under no circumstances do we want to trade or all in, right? Like if we want to all in, what has to happen?
We have to one shot someone.
Yeah. With Morgana ulti, Morgana Q, and they have no HP, something like that. So that just tells you this is just a matchup idea. You turn around to fight, but how do you fight, right? So that was just, it feels bad. You just needed to keep running instead of trying to fight this man, and you wouldn't have died here. So that's about it.
My brain's just exploding this game. I don't stop.
Yeah.
Actually, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, just stick to your matchup. Like these guys counter you, right? So it's not easy to play this out. So it's not really necessarily like Omega your fault or Morgana's fault. It's you guys had a hard lane. Can you guys play it out correctly, right?
Oh. Yeah, I'm just typing, which is just never a good sign.
Feels bad. But yeah, definitely when in doubt, always go back to your matchup fundamentals, right? That'll tell you exactly how you need to play the lane, right? So that's basically what happened there. I think you're pretty aware of that. So no worries, no worries. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm worried about the whole, even though you didn't die yet, I'm more worried about you have no HP, but you're trying to do something interesting. That's probably going to get you in more trouble in the long run, I think. But
fighting without a health advantage, or with a health disadvantage, I guess.
Right, and you have like no way to kill them, right? So it's kind of awkward. Okay, you're just kind of trying to clear the wave. Sure. Fast forward. Wow, Morgana roaming is probably the smartest thing you guys could do.
I asked her to roam like 4 times. She finally
did. You guys legit cannot do anything in this lane, right? So you just need to pray that you don't get dove, or you can outplay the dive, or just wave clear it, which is exactly what's going on. So that's good. Forward, very nice. Wow, you guys are stabilizing. This is good, right? Okay, what happened here? Did you try and trade with him? What's going on here? Yeah, let's talk about this, right? You know, you told me you don't want to trade or all in, right? So, but when you do these things, it's like, oh, there's some kind of problem here, right? Because what happens if you trade with him?
Just
What's the
auto
downside?
lose. Like he can just trade evenly with HP and I lose. So and he's got a Yumi on him.
And he's got heal. And what else? You mentioned executioners. Why'd you mention executioners?
It's Yumi healing.
He's gonna heal himself, right? What about you? What happened to your mana and your health?
All gone on the wave.
And it can't come back, right? It's not gonna come back. So you're kind of trading resources for no advantage, right? That's like part of it is like it feels like you should do something, but don't do something if you can't come up with like a good reason to do it. Like let's say for example, he's hitting your tower, you're like, how do I stop him? Sometimes you can't. Right? Sometimes you just need to kill the minions to stop him, but you can't actually hit him, like we just saw in this case, right? So unfortunate dragon idea, but probably just a fallout of us dying earlier, so we had no control over lane. Feels bad. Okay. Okay, and then we had to go home. We got the Essence Reaver. Nice. Okay, let's take a look. Nice TP behind them. Here we go. This is what we were waiting for the whole time, right? Let's go! Cassidy, no, Chase. Oh my god, they're getting away.
That feels bad.
Yeah, that's definitely feels bad.
There's already like 5 or 6 things I could have done differently. I haven't watched this replay since I played, so it's just really... When you're not, it's just night and day.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about this.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I guess Vi can just Q flash and get right on top of me.
So is there a problem? And if so, what's the problem?
I hit tower, didn't I? That was I think I overstayed tower.
And you know, let's say you like need the Sivir is like Sivir can kind of get away with this. Why is that?
Ulti and spell shield.
So what's the problem?
The mana again. No, it's not. I spell shield the E. Insta R. I think I was fine if I immediately R.
Yeah, exactly. You need to run, right? So, but you're like, for some reason, you're like holding on to it, right?
Oh.
So, sure, you're already like, okay, we might have overstayed a little bit, right? Maybe we're trying to see if we can help Cassin or something. But when you gotta run, you should like run, right? You don't want to let them catch up. So I don't know. You just gotta press R here, I think. But yeah, you definitely you could also say, you know, we should back ping, don't try and get this tower, or maybe even like you can hit it a few times, and when they show up, you need to leave, right? So that was very much what's going on. You just didn't you like pressed R after they caught you, right? And at this point it's way too late. So that's pretty much what's going on here. It feels bad. Okay. Sometimes it happens. Oh, what the heck? Oh, this is this is unfortunate, right?
T-bot.
Yeah, you do not want to fight this. Oh, goodbye, Jarvan. Oh my god, Morgana saved the Jarvan. You do no damage, so yeah, you're just gonna have to farm some more.
Yeah.
Sure. What do you think? Well, what was in this game so far? What are like the main areas to look at?
Like I didn't play my matchup at all.
Right. So we lost. We actually lost lane off that somehow, right?
And I guess not respecting enemy catch.
Yeah, that's about it. And that's it. That's all it takes for you to not have any impact on the game. Unfortunately for ADC, that's all it takes, right? So the first 15 minutes must be super clean. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard for you to come back by yourself. You're going to have to depend on your teammates to create an opening for you, which they did somehow by killing Draven, right? So now you just Omega farm really fast and you can come back. So not completely over for sure. But if you're looking for ways to impact the game more, it's, you know, the first 15 minutes have to be clean, right? So based on, so what do you think is most important, the Vi thing or the matchup thing?
Definitely the matchup.
So how do we remember that?
I guess just champ select, like not sleeping on champ select and thinking about your matchup.
I mean, I think you do that, right? I think based on what you told me so far, you're pretty aware of that. Like, how'd you forget in the middle of the game or in the middle of lane?
I just saw an opportunity to hit and forgot about. Like, I could have thought about it before a trade.
Yes, exactly. You forgot all about it when you could hit them. And that's usually what happens is people forget to think when they start hitting people, right? So that's like the main place, the main trigger is you can trade here, you can fight here. And then what can you do to make sure you don't forget your matchup? Every time you want to trade or you can hit them, what can you do?
How they can hit me back.
Yeah, is this according to my matchup? You can say, right? Something along those lines. Because let's say you want to trade, but they want to all in. If you're focused on I want to trade with them, they're gonna immediately turn it into an all in, right? And you're gonna get dunzoed. So very much making sure that on when you're close enough to fight people or last hit or whatever, make sure you're remembering the matchup idea, right? What do you want? What do they want? That's gonna help. That's gonna help keep things in line. And it's like every time there's an interaction bot lane, right? So what I mean by that is like here's a classic. Let's say you and Morgana push up to their tower. Morgana misses a bind. Most players won't even like pay attention to that, and they'll keep hitting the tower, so that when the enemy team runs them down, you don't have a bind, right?
Yeah.
So that's like a common thing. Anytime something happens in lane, remind yourself of the matchup. That's gonna help a lot. Like here's another one. I'm gonna walk up the trade. I'm like, holy shit, where's my Nami wave? Turns out 2 seconds earlier she used it on herself, right?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Sure.
So anytime interaction happens in bot lane, you can immediately remind yourself of the matchup. That's how you can keep things really clean. So going though, wow, we have spent a lot of time farming. This is really good. You got a lot of comeback ideas. Although, is there anything wrong with this?
Yeah, ever so slightly. We don't have any vision.
Yeah. So you guys are all dying here, right? So this is you guys are just all dead. Yeah, I don't know what else to say except this doesn't work, right? So when can we like Baron?
If we have numbers advantage or then they're just nowhere near us.
Okay. Let's say the most typical Baron is in solo queue is after you kill them all, right?
Okay. So
what about what about this kind where you didn't kill everyone, so they can still stop you? What are you guys supposed to do?
And I guess like straight away. Turn. Sorry.
Turn. Yeah, you should turn, right? And what if they have no jungle? Maybe you can burst it down. Those are your two options.
Okay.
Right. So in this case, how do you turn? Who specifically turns?
Rav and Renekton, I guess.
Okay. So how good is their turn?
Good. The FCC. Arven doesn't have ulti though, which is a big.
Okay. And how does Renekton get close?
Or dash or E.
He's gonna dash once. How good is that?
That's pretty short, actually. He has to like.
Yeah, I thought you said pretty shit, and I was gonna agree. But yeah, it's pretty short. I agree with that too, right? So how do you guys turn? Is the question.
It's Jarvan. So if Jarvan doesn't turn, we're fucked.
You can't turn, right? How does Jarvan turn? He can only EQ, so he needs ulti. You see how this works? So out of your whole team, who can turn?
One guy when a specific ability is up.
This guy, right?
Guess I just spam backping here and say no.
Right? Or let's say you want them to come, but you don't want to tank it because you guys can't turn. What do you guys do?
Like ping on the way, return, or
is there somewhere to hide? You guys definitely don't want to tank it here. You guys like maybe hide here or something like that, right? But if the idea is turn, the only person on your team who can reliably turn is who?
Jarvan.
Well, we said Jarvan EQ is pretty weak, right? Anyone else on your team? Yeah. She's actually not here right now, but she's in base.
Catch, I guess. Yeah, true.
Yeah, she's gonna try and bind someone, right? So, and then we said, what was the other option besides turning? We mentioned. Okay, can you burst it down? Why or why not?
No, not really.
Why not?
Not at this HP because one, I have no damage.
Yes, two, no damage.
Two, I guess we started it pretty late as well.
Yeah, it's pretty much down to no damage, right? If you have Earth Dragon, totally fine. You have damage now. You guys obviously don't have Earth Dragon here, so that's how you know is that you can't turn, you can't burst it. What happens?
Is
yeah, it's doomed. All right, so that's the check you need to do. All right, is these you need to do one of these two things for a Baron idea. So yeah, that's basically the Baron in a nutshell. All right. So look at this Jarvan. Look at this Jarvan turn. Right. What did he try to do? It's like impossible. It was like impossible essentially. I mean, he had ulti eventually, I guess, but you know, half the team didn't get the memo. I guess I don't know. It's very much a big mess, right?
Sorry, it's like 2 pixels again. I'm back to your stream. Yeah, no, sure.
Oh no, feels bad. Yeah, it's basically a big mess. So what should we have done here? People are pinging Baron. What should we have done here?
Spam back ping and maybe type a reason why, like no vision or 4v5 or something.
Yeah, you can spam back ping, and what do we do instead?
We go farm, push mid out.
We can push, right? You can debate it, but what do you need if you want to debate it?
Everyone there.
We
need cooldowns. Like we need ultis on.
Well, if they can see the Baron, they know you're not on it, right? So what do you need?
Yeah,
you need pinks. You need pinks to debate them, all right? So you don't have any of this, you guys can't actually do the Baron or anything around Baron. So yeah, you go push mid, right? So that's basically, this is your comeback mechanic, is the decision making here, right? So yeah, you just all die here if you desperate Baron though. Feels bad. It was even like 5v3 and you guys lost, right? So it wasn't. Was it even close?
No, not even remotely.
Not really close. Yeah. So very much strong Baron ideas is gonna help a lot in terms of figuring out what you're supposed to be doing. So definitely keep that in mind too. That's more of like a kind of like your checks to make sure you can actually do Baron, right? Can you actually kill this thing? Can you actually turn? Those are like the 2 big questions you have to ask yourself, right? Because you can actually debate teams. Let's say you can't kill the Baron, but you can turn. The enemy team might try and check anyways, right?
That happens a lot. Actually.
Yeah, actually it happens all the time. And then there are times where you can kill it, but you can't turn, so you burst it down really quick and you get out, right? That happens too. So you need to be able to solve for one of these 2 things though, at least. If you have both, that's like ideal, obviously. But okay, and then your team is just hard carrying somehow, so we're still in this game. Oh my god, he's trolling. Wow, we're in the game, baby. Okay.
I'm just playing.
So,
yeah, no, agreed. There's so many chances as well. Like even though I fucked up like 5 times, they're just throwing the game.
Yeah, your team is actually somehow saving this, right? They even got Baron. Holy shit. So it's very much all this game turned into a decision-making game essentially, because there's no real mechanics or anything going on here. Like you couldn't fight the whole time, right? Okay, let's take a look at this. What's going on here? Okay. Overall, I think decision-making seems to be the main focus. Instead of more of mechanical ideas, right? Sure, we talked about some like S0 mechanical ideas, but even then, you're still winning these fights really hard. So it's not really a main thing you need to work on, right? It's more of like that Jarvan engaged mid and you are 1 lane's distance away, maybe it could have gone help, right? And the whole like, oh, we're starting Baron / didn't play to our matchup kind of ideas, I think are what we're seeing here. This is really good though. You're farming here. Holy shit, let's go, baby. We got all this money. We can buy items. Perfect. This is the times you pick to farm have been really good for sure, right? I think it's kind of like decision making when it's related to PvP stuff, I think, or objective ideas. That's like the main focus. When you go farm, it's perfect, right? Wouldn't change anything. Really good decision making to go side lane or push these waves out, and you don't overstay either, which is really good, right?
Just
towers, barons, and
yeah, agreed.
Yeah, towers, barons, and fighting people, right? When you're low HP for some reason. Wow, that was really good. And you can push bot. Someone's pinging baron, you're a little too far away, so that's not happening, right? So you can push. You can base and go top. Okay, this is great. Wow, and you recovered. Perfect. That was a really good recovery. Seeing how sad the beginning was. So if you look at this, what's our turn looking like?
Pretty good now. All ulti's up, and I mean Morg's dead, but so is Vi, and so we have a guaranteed Nash.
Who specifically will turn?
Let's see who's. Yes, Jarvan.
Okay, Jarvan. Who else?
Renekton can now because he's actually posturing and not in the pit, so he's close enough to stun.
Renekton maybe, right? And who? This is a classic. Who else? ADCs hate this guy.
Kassadin, I guess.
Yeah, Kassadin can fucking turn, right? Just by pressing R. So
yeah, he's 16. Yeah.
So see how in this example we have everything. We have turn, we can burst it because now we have items, right? We have damage. We can just do it, and everything's good to go, right? So this is a clean Baron essentially, right? No problems. That's really good. Here you can hit the closest guy. This is totally fine. Just make sure you don't get dunzoed. Oh, you're getting dunzoed, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, let's run. No, we don't turn around here. Oh god.
Yeah,
this is why I was like, this might get you in trouble. Is we saw this multiple times, right? So, and the trigger is you're like trying to fight or you can hit someone. And the problem is you can't actually kill them / you have no HP, right?
He has GA, so it's just fucking like one way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's I proc his GA and I die.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the main. This is like definitely a main thing I think you want to fix too. Is your decision making to turn around when you have no health, right? Is what are you trying to do here? So the question is, so let's say you get the urge to turn around. You ask yourself, what am I trying to do here? And the answer is what?
Yeah. Sorry, could you repeat the question? You keep cutting out.
So like here's like a habit. Every time you get the urge to turn around when you have no HP, the question you want to ask yourself is, what am I trying to do here? So is there anything you can do here?
So I'm fighting, I guess. Like, and look at HP advantages as well, because I think I'm ignoring those at least this game.
Well, you want like something specific here. So like you guys are losing this, right? If you turn around, you should have like a good reason to turn around here. Like, what are you trying to do? So, like you say, oh, I'm trying to get his GA, for example. Right? So you're gonna Q auto attack, and then when you get his GA, you run like hell. Or you could say, we're gonna turn around and kill everyone. Right? But you can't just like turn around and hit the closest guy, right? If it's not safe. And let's say you wanted his GA, now it didn't work. Why didn't it work?
Because Kassadin died, got chain stunned, and then I ran back in.
Well, you specifically. Let's say you think that's enough damage to get his GA. Why didn't it work? There's two main reasons.
Damage, I thought, and he has lifesteal.
Okay. Well, what he does the lifesteal is definitely relevant, but how did he heal? See this?
Yuumi and yeah,
Yuumi, right? And how come you didn't do damage? Check it out.
She just got all healed back up.
Oh, check it out. What's happening to your character?
I got exhausted. Yeah.
Yes, you got exhausted. All right, so that's like I think I can turn to do this. You're doing something specific, right? You need to have something you're trying to do here, and then you thought you could win, and then these things happen, and now you know next time Yumi's always healed your bait, and she has exhaust. Right? You see how that works? So next time, like let's say you're playing Kai'Sa or you're playing Ezreal, and you E in for like a Q, and she exhausts and immediately heals. It's gonna be the exact same idea, right? You're trying to do something, but they can maybe have counterplay, right? But yeah, usually you don't want to turn around when you have no HP. And oh my god, you guys actually lost off that, right?
Oh, we get one more chance, but I into because I don't spell shot guarantee.
Okay, we're in it. Yeah, that was a little spooky. Actually, how did he not kill you? He dropped. He. Oh my god, he didn't have an axe, dude. Oh my god, that's crazy. Actually crazy. I thought he was gonna just straight up kill you, right? Okay. You actually die here, so you need to run. By the way. Oh, goodbye. So maybe here's like a good way to put it. Let's say that's let's say you're trying to hit the closest guy. When do we hit the closest guy? Let's keep it simpler. Let's make it simpler.
And we can't be punished.
And what is punish?
Outtraded or we get killed.
Yes. Outtraded or you get killed, right? So let's say you get the urge to turn around and hit this guy. What do you need to check for first?
Have a way to beat it, I guess. Or
yeah, can they kill us, or what's gonna kill us? And then if you're safe, then you can hit the closest guy, right? So I think there's a lot of this going on where you're trying to desperately get out as much damage as possible or be used for something, and then they just straight kill you, right? Whether it's full HP or not. That's something you might want to look at, is being safe before you walk up and hit someone, right? Let's look at one last one. Which one did you want to see?
Laning phase Ezreal one.
Laning phase Ezreal one. This one? Oh, this one?
The ending one. Yeah, the one on the far right.
Okay. I think definitely mid-game stuff should be the main focus, but let's see what's going on here. That's what forward.
Around in laning phase, and then we somehow win in 20 minutes.
You have a Sona, so that's why. That's it. You have a Sona, so If it feels like you can't do much, that's why. You're actually just gonna get Tristana jumped on, by the way. If you keep pushing like this, they just jump on Sona and you can't do anything, right? Oh, yeah. Let's keep going. This is very much a uber scaling lane, right? With your Sona.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I guess you get pushed in every time because just
you can't stop this push, essentially. I mean, you can try and fight it by using Q and auto attacking as much as possible, but overall, it's it's definitely a product of having Sona in your lane. All right, this champion is pretty useless, I have to say. Useless outside of small heals, you know. Yeah, you just TP back. You just, what do you think you do in this lane if you're getting pushed in? What's your kind of goal?
maximize income, I guess, as you say.
That's it. Just make as much money as possible, right? So, that's about it. And how come, we want to trade, right? What do they want to do? Sona likes to trade. What about them?
And Tristana, who's their support again?
Yumi?
Poke, catch into sort of all in.
Yeah, they want to all in, and if you trade with them, what happens? Is that good for you?
We're better at poking, and they're better at all ins.
Right. And the trading is kind of like even-ish, right? Because both have heals, so it's like, oh, can you poke them? I don't know. I guess you can try, and then that's about it, right? So look at this. You lost control of the lane. It's because you lose all ins, right? And you see how your Sona is getting engaged on. You can't stop that, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised they didn't flash for Sona, but there it is in a nutshell. Matchup, right?
Yeah.
How did this happen? We were in range to get all in.
Exactly. Actually, it's just textbook. You don't even have to play the lanes. You can just look at champ select.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of how you can figure out, what are we doing wrong? Oh, keep matchup super clean, super duper clean, right?
Oh, do I just never push? Like I just literally let them shove me in?
No, you can push, right? What's kind of like what's the difference between how you play this and how you could have played it?
Could have just moved back with my Sona as Tristana jumps in.
Yeah, exactly, right? How do you know you can't kill Tristana here?
Just go, she's full HP with a shield.
You have no damage. Ezreal has no all-in potential, right? And they have what? This is a Yumi thing that we just went over.
Exhaust and heals.
Exactly. So you see how like this kind of idea will help you, figure out these 2v2 interactions before it happens, right? It's like, oh, you see them walking up, we have to run straight back because they're just gonna try and all in immediately, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's Q farm from a distance, right? But instead of like, instead of trying to turn or whatever, we need out. This is not gonna work ever. So definitely something to think about is 2v2 matchup. But this is also like Sona's fucking useless, so yeah, play like Sona's useless.
Okay.
Outside of small heals. So yeah, that's basically it. This is the laning phase.
Just like use lane gracefully or just try and...
Yeah, exactly. Use lane gracefully. That's a good way to put it. Wow, you actually killed someone? What the hell? Did you double kill them? What's going on here?
I don't remember.
You had teammates, that's why.
This is the first time I feel somewhat useful. Like the whole laning phase, I'm just like they're just healing anything I do, and then here it's like, okay.
Oh, very nice ulti and follow-up. That was really good. That's what Ezreal does, is that you wait. Well, that's what any champion does, is you wait for when you're strong, right? When are you strong? Oh, when you can line up fat ultis and get 2-item power spike with mirror mana, right? So
True.
yeah, what do you think? I think we're about time soon. I would want to skip to the mid-game fights. Whereas I think where you could probably benefit most from having new habits here. And this whole hitting tower idea, right? This is something you want to work on too. The whole somehow overextended or whatever, right? I think it's happened enough times for us to talk about this. Right? What do you think about this?
Let's see. What's going on again? It's just 0 river vision, and yeah, we can't hit tower. I guess you just have to.
Well, it's very much like a. Okay, what went wrong here?
Wait, hang on. We see Jax? I just keep hitting minions instead of.
Yeah, you just keep killing minions, right? So yeah, that's like the problem is you wanna make sure you're not dying when you're pushing / hitting tower, right? So like look at this. How did they kill you here? What do you think?
Did she just, was it 4v2 or 3v2? Just numbers?
Or how did they how come, can they kill you here? Guaranteed.
I guess, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's how we know there's a problem, is that there's no way out, theoretically speaking. I don't know why they went for Sona. That was really weird, right? But they should 100% aim you. No problem. You can't get away because Jax is just going to Q your E. So it's good though that that Alawi's here though. Now we can go for this eventual 3v2, which is nice. But you need to plan something like that, right? For you to say it's good. Like Alawi would have to be on the way, and then honestly, I think you just died. You should have died before Alawi even got there, right? So
yeah, I agree.
That's like if there are things I think you should work on. Oh, actually, yeah. What do you think you should work on? Most important things.
Playing matchup, I think, but there's also, I think, it's just kind of not thinking about what Yuumi does. Like, it's kind of a Yuumi problem. It's just a general thing. And
What are the main problems for Yuumi that we were having in these two games? Like the two things she could do.
Trades and all in sort of negated, I guess. The champion's just really good at doing that.
Yeah. Through her last second heals, right? And her exhaust, right? So those are the things you want to pay attention to. And then what else that's like not Yuumi, I guess?
Like hit overstaying for towers or like objectives, and then also for like Baron and other objectives, making sure and to do them either with vision or with like turn potential.
So like the Baron is like, I guess a new thing we came up with was when you guys want to do Baron, what should you check for? Every time you guys get the urge to do Baron.
Our abilities, like our ability to turn or run away or burn it, Q's alive, and numbers.
Right, exactly. That's pretty much it. Check that every time, right? And I think PvP stuff is if there's team fighting or fighting in general stuff you want to work on. What is it?
Ability usage is pretty good, but just knowing like what can kill me, I suppose.
Yeah. If you're not sure if they can kill you and you walk up, what happens?
Yeah, I pay the price every time, I guess. Just lose.
Yeah, exactly. You turn around and then you just die, right? So very much a idea of when you turn around to hit them, make sure you're okay, right? You're safe. I think that's kind of in a nutshell what'll help you the most is this this idea of making sure you don't die when you turn around to fight, and the mid-game decision-making stuff, right? Laning is definitely part of it, but as long as you're not dying to enemy jungler, I think it's and you work on your matchup, I think you're gonna be clean laning. So yeah, what do you think? Sounds good?
No, I think it's good. I'd like to hit plat my second season, but we're just sort of.
Oh yeah, I mean you're already on your way, honestly. I think you just need to make sure that we're not somehow dying to, like you said, overstay or randomly turning around these fights, right?
For sure. No, thanks. That was really helpful.
Good. Any questions? Any last questions? I guess.
I think went over like the bigger things multiple times, so I'm happy.
Good. All right, cool. Then yeah, if you are attempting, or let's say you're trying to figure out how you can improve, let's say like you come out of this and it's like, oh, I feel like I'm not making any progress. Make sure you're inserting a new habit onto something you're already doing, right? That's like the big part of it, is because let's say you're like, oh, for the next like week you think about make sure you're not dying when you turn around, but then like after a month somehow it starts happening again. It's because we didn't add a habit on top of what was already going on, right? You can't just keep it in your head the whole game. You need to like, X happens, like I get the urge to turn around but I have no HP, this habit kicks in, right? The new habit you're trying to work on. Or let's say for matchup, like we mentioned, one of the triggers could be something happens in lane, a shield is used, or like there's a fight about to happen, you double check matchup, right? So that every time that trigger happens in game, this new habit kicks in, right? Does that kind of make sense?
That sounds good.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, good luck in your games, and let me know how they're going, okay?
This will do. All right, thanks, man.
All right, no problem. Have a good one.